make sure the stream's up and running. Cool. Let me see the stream. Let me make sure audio is working as well. Alright, cool. That is working as well. Let me go and share that. Okay. And then we'll put this into the Discord. Because obviously I have to do this all manually. Sometimes I wish there was a bot to do it, but that's okay. There we go. Alright. That's up in the chat. Or not the chat, but the race stream tab. Alright, so the stream's up, the chat's up, and we're all good to go. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 12 of the Driven by Speed event, and this time we are racing at the Bahrain International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix. This track first opened up back in 2004, designed by track making Supreme and German architect Hermann Tilke. This 5.412 kilometer racetrack was opened as the first Middle East racetrack to be introduced in Formula One, and it's been one of the more known for being one of the more opening rounds of the championship. It's also a track that everyone knows and everyone respects because it is one of the more favorable Tilkedromes that everyone likes to race at. This track does provide quite a lot of overtaking opportunities. There are 3 DRS zones to aid with this racetrack along these 15 corners. Most notably, the overtaking spots would be down the main straight with the aid of the first DRS zone that leads into the first corner. The second DRS straight that leads into the right-hander of turn 4. Another one would be this area right here where the race is coming now. Turn 8 has been known for having a bit of overtaking as well. The third DRS zone, which is located at the exit of turn 10, the tight left-hander that leads into the DRS zone that leads... I almost repeated myself. That goes down the back straight, down the third DRS zone towards turn 11. The drivers, though, will have to be aware of a couple of areas of hazards. Most notably would be turn 6 and 7, the downhill area that leads into turn 8. The curbs there are quite tall, so you got to be very careful how you deal with it. And then the most notable corner that will catch a lot of drivers off guard is the uphill right-hander of turn 12. That has claimed a lot of drivers over the time of league racing, so they will have to be very mindful about how they'll take how they approach the inside curb. You touch it, it's basically guaranteed death, or sometimes if you don't have a balanced setup, your car will lose the back end. Now there is some news to go through from the races that unfortunately that I didn't get to go over last week because there were no reports. I've got the reports now from the races at Austria and from last week at Singapore. Unfortunately, I don't know what the following results are, but from what I can tell you, there are 3 incidents involving one driver. The first one was with Cantu Crap and Banana. That was in the first super sprint race at Austria. That incident occurred at turn 1. That was reported as no further action. The second one was involving Cantu Crap and Ramsey. This one was at fault with Ramsey. He was given a 5-second time penalty and a penalty point for a minor avoidable collision, according to stewards. The third incident was with Cantu Crap and Jack. That one was Jack claiming at fault. As a result, he was given a 5-second time penalty and a penalty point for a minor avoidable collision. And then the final one was between Banana and Vision. I actually do remember this incident because this occurred at the exit of turn 8. Vision was fined at fault for that incident, and as a result, Vision was given a 5-second time penalty and a penalty point. And then the final incident that occurred by the race that was reported by the stewards was a penalty removal from Dynamite. That penalty stands. That was from the second race. I remember that was when he got it at the first corner. So Lane ends up taking the victory in that race. That I can tell you. Unfortunately for the other incidents, I don't know what the final outcome of it was. So we'll have to wait and see for that once we get that bit sorted out. Now for last week, the only incident that did occur was an incident only involving Kickbutt Kiwi. He was given three penalty points, license points, kind of same thing. 3 penalty points and a 2 race ban for intentionally crashing out in the race session. So that means he will be out for rounds 12 and 13 in terms of he wants to reserve. But unfortunately, there are no standings updated as of yet. So hopefully I'll get that updated and sorted out for you next week in terms of reporting that. So yeah, it hasn't been updated since round 9, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I guess apparently Botta's been dealing with some kind of flu, according to what he's been saying. So yeah, we'll see if we can get the reports next week. So with that out of the way, then we shall focus on qualifying, and already got some times on the board. I actually remembered one more thing. Well, there's something I forgot to do. Here we go. Kilometers an hour for the Australian audience. So yeah, there we go. Get that up. Perfect. So yeah, we already got some times on the board. Currently on the top of the table is Can't Do Crap with a 1 minute 26.675. Then that's followed by Tim, Banana, Iconic Q, and Prezzo. Only about over half a second separating the top 5 at the moment, so it's pretty close. It's going to be very close around this racetrack in terms of qualifying. It usually typically is around Bahrain, so I will not be surprised if we see the times be very, very close. So we already got times of the 26s. Maybe we could see a time in the 25s. We'll have to wait and see. Or get close to the 25s. But anyways, let's see. We got an Alfa Romeo coming towards the line of Conehouse. He is up by over a tenth. Let's see what he does. He opens the DRS to cross the line and set a 127.866. Improves by 0.2 of a second. Not a bad lap there indeed. Hit from him. Dynamite's on an outlap at the time being. Banana, I think he's coming in for a cool down lap. Fair enough. Ramsey, I think, will be the next to cross the line. And he will set a 127.108. Goes above his teammate by just over a tenth of a second. As we've got yellow flags in sector 1. That is for an Alpine. I'm guessing of Dan the Racer. They just came through the air? Yep, it was. There you go. We do have a couple of reserves in for tonight. Jack is not racing, and in his place will be Rusker Arm, and then Chich will not be racing either. That has been replaced by Kuda. He will be racing in the other Williams. Let's see here. Brady's on an outlap. I think Andre will be the next to cross, because I think Conehouse is on a cooldown lap. As we've got about, maybe about 10 minutes left into, well, less than 10 minutes. Alright, we'll ride along with Andre and the Aston Martin, give you a guided tour of the racetrack. It's also one of my personal favorite racetracks as well. I love this racetrack. So here we go, down the main straight, open the DRS, down, making the long run down towards turn 1, hitting a peak speed of about 322 kilometers an hour into the braking zone of turn 1. Second gear, brings it back up to third, goes through turns 2 and 3. Bit of an awkward section, but get through it pretty nicely done. Into turn, coming up towards turn 4 with the DRS open again. third gear, keeps it in third, doesn't bother to short shift up to fourth gear. Through turn 5 and then into the right-hander of 6 and then 7, this downhill bit. You gotta be careful of the outside curve as well. Do not want to touch that, otherwise your car will definitely spin. Through the right-hander of 8, second gear, back up the gears, up and over the crest, down the hill to turn 9 and 10. It's a bit of a tricky corner if you don't have ABS on, so you gotta be very mindful how you take it. Into the third DRS straight and up towards turn 11. Using a bit of the outside curve, flicks the car inside. Missed the apex a little bit there, brings it back up the gears a little bit. Through the uphill crest of turn 11, and then the right-hander of turn 12 into turn 13. Fourth gear, clips the apex, very nicely done there. Uses the outside curve as well. Down the other straight, so-called straight, and then into turn 14, and then 15. That kink right here, that's a corner as well. That is turn 15. Opens the DRS, you'll cross the line to set a 126.845. He goes up to third quickest overall. Very good time indeed there from Andre. Let's see, I think we've got an Alpine coming of, who was that? I think that might have been Tim. Yep, it is. Tim just came across the line, does a 126.644. And is ahead of Cantu Crap by 3/100ths of a second. Cantu Crap, though, has invalidated his lap time. It looks like he'll slow down and get going again. Dynamite is up by over 3.5 tenths. He comes across the line now, sets a 127 flat. Let's see here. You're currently, absolutely, I assume your current championship leader right now is making his way through turn 4. He's currently sitting at a 128.662. Clock says that the first sector he's up by 4/10ths of a second. Down the hill towards turn 8. Second gear keeps it at second, short shifts up to third. I usually like to keep it third around that corner, just to maximize the traction. Through turn 9 and 10, second gear using the full bit with a full rotation to get through turn 10. Opens the DRS, down the back straightaway towards turn 11. Fourth gear, clips the apex there, nicely done. Uses the full width. I think that was a bit awkward though, if I'm completely honest, from the way it looked. Clock says though he's up by 1.2 seconds, apparently purple as well. Purple as well through the middle sector. Now to 14, and then 15, third gear, back up to fourth. Yellow flags in the third sector for whatever reason. Unit comes across the line, he sets a 126.947. Puts him into fifth quickest overall, not bad indeed. Cantu Crap, he's down by over a tenth, down by nearly a tenth and a half, but can he find time in the middle? Clock says he's down, but apparently he's purple. He's down by 6/100ths. As Kuda just went to a 127.03A, that puts him into 7th place. But does Cantu Crap have anything in store here at this final sector? No, he goes into the pits. I didn't see him go into the pits because of that angle. That's the only reason. Lane, he is coming into the pits, it looks like. Bodhut has invalidated his lap time, so he is not going to be, well, he could be going again. Could have though, by 700ths in the first sector as he makes a spin and into the wall he goes. Loses front wing and he'll have to get that front wing fixed. Connection quality currently not sufficient due to broadcast gameplay. Let me make sure. Oh, that's a first. I've seen that before. Oh, it looks fine on the stream. Okay, whatever. Yeah, plus my internet's working just fine. But whatever. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully nothing does go wrong. Let's see, Dan the Racer. He's on a new set of softs. He's coming up towards the middle sector split. Clock says for him, he's up by 4.5 tenths through the middle sector. Through 13. And then to the long run down of 14 and 15. Raise it down to third. Flips the inside curves. He'll get back on the main straight. Opens the DRS to cross the line and set a 1:27.9. Still slowest out of the times run so far. Ramsey on a flying lap right now. He's just getting started with one. As Dan the Racer gets out of the way, very nicely done. He goes all the way down to the runoff area there, turn one. See if Ramsey can find any time here. Through turn 4, third gear. A lot of drivers have been using third gear around that corner. Stingray has retired in the pit lane, I believe. Clock says for Ramsey, he's up by about nearly a tenth of a second through the first sector split. Through turn 8, up and over the crests, and to turns 9 and 10. Uses the inside bit of turn 9 there, which is interesting. Usually you want to take a wider approach into turn 9 and 10, so you can get that full rotation basically, and get a very good exit. Around turn 11, a little bit of a wiggle there. You saw him have to counter steer a little bit there on the steering wheel. Up and over the crests. Clock says he's up by 6/100, so he's lost a fair amount of time through that middle sector. Heading down towards turn 14. Uses a bit of the outside curb. Third gear, back up the gears. And opens the DRS to cross the line to set a 1:26.933. Improving by just over a tenth and a half. He's currently sitting 5th behind Banana. Oops, there we go. Let's see. I think we've got a Ferrari of Dynamite getting ready to go and get started on his lap. Heading down through turn 1, then 2, and then 3. Opens the DRS. Reaching the speeds of about 310 kilometers an hour as Dan the Racer has retired from the session. Through turn 4, and then through 5, 6, and 7. First sector split says he's up by nearly a tenth and a half. Through turn 8, second gear. Short shifts up to third gear. Tries to use all that extra rotation as much as possible. Takes a wide approach into turn 9. Through turn 10, second gear. Doesn't short shift at the exit, but gets up the gears as Banana goes to pole position with a 1:26.486. Dynamite coming up the hill through turn 11, 12. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle. The clock says he's up by 3 tenths. He's also purple through the middle sector. As there is a Mercedes, I think, that has just spun. I think that might have been Ramsey. Yeah, it was. Dynamite coming around the final corner now. Opens the DRS. Crosses the line. Not enough for pole position. It's a 1:26.576. Prezzo will be the next to cross the line, and he will set a 1:26.979. Tim goes to pole position with a 1:26.419, beating Banana's time by 7/100ths of a second. Let's see, can't see crap. Has he got anything? Story's up by 8/100ths through the middle sector. There's also an Aston Martin coming as well of Andre. Absolute unit improved to a 26.7, puts him into 5th. And can't do crap, goes to 3rd with a 1:26.516. See here, Iconic Q. He's not improving on his lap. Gunhouse not improving from the way it looks. And I think that might be qualifying over. So it is Tim on pole position, and he was on pole last season at Bahrain. He also won at this racetrack. Well, he's got pole again this season as well. And he just beats up Banana's time by just 7/100ths of a second. as there's a bunch of cars littered all over the place at turn 13. And that's the AI catching to Reedy as well. Hello. Jeez, everyone's... Not everyone, I'm sorry. Just seeing Tim's car just going through the rest of that field there, pretty much. But now just has to get into the pits, retire his car, and we can get forward into the next session. Alright, there we go. Yeah, close qualifying though, like I mentioned. I expected it to be close, and it was. Tim on pole position by nearly 7/100ths of a second to Banana. Nearly a tenth separate between the top three. That's Dynamite, Andre, Units, Vision, Lane, Kuda, Ramsey. Half a second separating top 10. That's quite impressive. Honest Crook, Prezzo, Icon Q, Reedy, Conehouse. Yeah, about 6/10ths between P1 and 14. That's Conehouse fault, and we'll go through the rest of the order once we get going. Yeah, close qualifying though. Very close. And obviously we got clear skies because knowing Bahrain, there has never been a race that I've watched, or at least I can recall, that I never seen any wet weather conditions around. I would love to see one day, see a wet weather race in the Middle East. I've never seen it happen, although I know Lane has mentioned to me before that a league race in the past that he did, that he had a wet weather race at Abu Dhabi, I believe it was. But yeah, I have yet to see one myself, but obviously I'll have to keep waiting for at least a little, wait a little while. Alright, so we've got everyone all set and ready. Let's see what the tire strat is, or what everyone's starting on, I should say. So top 10, like I thought, we'll start on the soft compound tires. That is the Warren soft compound tires. So, let's see here. Honest Crook, he is starting on the medium tire. Prezzo is starting on the hard compound tire. Iconic Q is starting on the mediums. Reedy on the soft tire. Conehouse on the mediums. So the Alfa Romeos are... Oh. Dear me. I don't know if Conehouse is lagging just on my end or if everyone else's, but hopefully it's not just my end. But hopefully it's not going to affect the drivers as well. Oh gosh. Jeez. Well, anyways, False is starting on the soft tire. Dan the Racer, Baudard, Stingray, and Rustgaard are starting on the medium compound tire. Oh, geez, and even Ross goes that way too for me. Everyone else seems okay. Maybe it's just a couple of drivers. I don't know. Of course, they are Australian and I'm American, so obviously we'll have a different broadband. Strategy by AWS predicts a two-stop strategy. Although ideally you can do a one-stop, it is proven you can do a soft medium strategy. The only thing is you have to you have to stretch the soft tire to about probably about lap 9 to 11 or 12 in order to go from the softs to the mediums. If you do pit sooner though, you have to go to the hard tire. The hard tire from there will carry you to the end of the race easily. But if it's the medium tire, you have to go very much later. As now the cars will get ready to get onto their grid slots and we'll get underway as Ramsey and Kuda have been disqualified from the formation lap. Great promising start. And we've got a full-size grid as well. That's obviously a good thing to see. Of course, everyone, I can't even think of anyone that doesn't even like or dislikes this racetrack. But I think everyone likes it because obviously everyone knows it. So anyway, we're all lined up and ready to race. Got the lights on for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. That was very quick light off the start. Banana gets a bit of a shocking start as they make the way up towards turn 1. Tim has got a clear run in front of him. 3 wide. Oh, and diving in the inside was an Alpha Tauri there. Trying to make a desperate dive bomb from the way it looked into the first corner. Tim, though, gets through clear and ahead into the lead. Banana's in second place. Yellow flags about in the back. I'm not sure for what. Might have been for Prezzo. Yeah, I can see Prezzo has gone into a little bit of trouble. He's all the way down to 19th. As the rest of the field makes their way down the hill through 7 and then down towards turn 8. But yeah, I saw an Alpha Tauri there trying to make a dive bomb or something. As Stingray and Dan the Racer are squabbling for 12th and 13th. Stingray on the inside coming through 9 and 10. Oh, and overshooting that corner there was Reedy. Almost goes into the back of the Alpine. Fortunately, he does not go into the back of him for a stake. But yeah, that was quite close. I thought Banana would lose a lot more places as Iconic Hugh has crashed. He has crashed at turn 11 and we've got no safety car involved. And going slowly is a Haas of False. He might have, does he have damage? I can't see anything wrong with his front wing. But he's going quite slowly though. He must have front wing damage. Absolutely in against Fast Dynamite for 4th place. Tim leads the first lap of the race by nearly a second to Banana. As they make the run down towards turn 1 comes the leading pack, and now False does not go into the, oh no, he is in the pits now, so yeah, he did get damage. Even though I couldn't see it because obviously the visual glitch is a thing around it in this game. Yellow flag, that's for Dynamite. He is spun at turn 3. That's at the left side of turn 3. I can't see any damage, and also spinning in the background is Bodod. He spins at the exit of turn 3 as well. He gets going again. So 2 cars spinning at that same corner as well. Andre, though, is losing places too. Oh, and contact made between Ramsey and Andre. Off the road is Lane. Chaos already in the midfield. Side by side between Ramsey and Lane. And around the outside goes Ramsey. Nice move to at least stay ahead, at least for now. But jeez, that was a little bit of chaos there from that midfield scrap. And a bit of chaos as well coming through turn 3. Stingray, meanwhile, gets past Andre. That's for, oh, as he nearly has a moment there at turn 12. Oh gosh. He gets through unscathed at least. Lost Crook getting past Conehouse there at turn 13. So now DRS will be enabled on this lap. And the fortunate thing for Banana is that he's within DRS range as Reedy and Dan the Racer. Oh wait, never mind. Andre's coming into the pits. Oh, he must have suffered some damage when he was fighting that midfield scrap on the last lap. That explains it. So 2 cars getting damaged there. False on lap 1, Andre on lap 2. Yeah, Tim now leads only just by 0.8 of a second, separating between him and Banana. Canticraft is behind him, followed by Absolute Unit, then Vision, and then Kuda, and then Ramsey, then Lane, then Stingray, who has gained not about 10 places off the start. He's had a great start, and he's on the medium compound tire, so he has had a very good start indeed. Banana's still trying to keep up with Tim, at least for DRS. You don't want to be losing touch of DRS to the car in front, otherwise you will be in trouble of trying to catch that car in front of you. The fortunate thing is when you have DRS around here is that you can use that to save some battery. Yellow flags, that is for Ramsey, the other Mercedes at an incident, and he's had a spin and he's gone into the wall at turn 12. He's got to be very careful though, as he's got a missing front wing. So he'll have to go into the pits and get that fixed. Oh, but yet he was awfully close to the Dan the Racer. That is, oh, goodness, he needs to get in there quickly, but he has to get in there safely, and thankfully he does. That was a bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Thankfully, though, nothing happened. Banana is now closer to Tim. 0.3 of a second separating the top two. Can't Do Crap, though, has lost touch a little bit, though, to the top two. He needs to get back under a second within DRS range in order to at least be in the fight for the lead. Dan the Racer game past Honest Crook, that's for 10th. There, Ramsey now into the pits to get that front wing fixed. Andre, Ramsey, and Falls are going to need safety cars, though, to get them back into this race. Here comes Unit, though, he's got DRS. Can't Do Crap does not have DRS. What is the Aston Martin going to do? Goes to the inside of his championship rival. They're side by side, still side by side. And he threw up turns 11, then turn 12. The Red Bull manages to stay ahead, at least for now. That was great side by side action between those two. Great respectful racing. Now they make their way down the run down towards turn 14. And again, Unit will get DRS, and he is much closer. Can't Do Crap, though, goes all over the shop there with that Red Bull. But he is a sitting duck now to that Aston Martin, and he breezes past the Red Bull. He goes into third. Banana, meanwhile, close to that Alpine. 0.3 separating these two. Not using any battery. Reedy getting past Slane at turn 1, side by side. Makes contact through turn 1, 2, and then 3. Up the hill, side by side. Reedy has DRS. And he, oh gosh. That is, Internet does not look good, I guess. Dynamite gets past Dan the Racer for 10th. As well at turn 4. Down the hill to turn 10. Banana is close. Does he go for it? He used a bit of battery there at the start. There, the exit. Tim showering Banana with some sparks. Through 11, 12. And then to 13. Only about 3.5 tenths separates these two. Tim waving about, trying to break the slipstream. He is allowed to do that as long as it wasn't under DRS. And now I think he might be in trouble here. Banaz has DRS, he's much closer than he was before. Yellow flags at the final corner, that's for an Alfa Romeo. I'm not sure for which one as Lane goes into the pit lane already. Dynamite goes in as well. Banana takes the lead of the race. Does Tim try to fight back into turn 4? The answer is no. He stays behind. Lane goes onto the medium tires. Dynamite goes onto the mediums. So I think they're going to be committing to that 2-stop strategy from the way it looks. Because if they're doing a 1-stop, that's quite early to be trying to pull it off a 1-stop. Look at the battle for third, still brewing up. Can't Do Crap still within touching distance. Tim still within touching distance. Less than half a second between Banana and himself. Making the way up the hill through 11 and then 12. Comes the Papaya McLaren and the blue Alpine. Botthard has lost a couple of places there. He's down to 16th. I think that was at turn 8 that happened. And Lane has dropped all the way back, so he must have suffered some damage or something. Because he's quite far back compared to where it was earlier. Tim just doesn't attack Banana, so he's trying to play the long game of just saving battery. As Stingray, oh, never mind, Vision goes to the pits, goes onto a set of mediums. Yellow flags, that's for Ramsey. He's out of the race. He's crashed at turn 12 And that's a safety car deployed. The very first safety car of the race. So that will help anyone that got damage. Unfortunately for Vision, though, this kind of screws them a little bit. As... oh, God. Get away from the safety car. There you go. The safety car nearly blocked his path quite a bit. Lane goes into a set of hard tires. Andre set of hards. Did he have damage, though? I'm just curious. He did have damage. I was right. So yeah, he got front wing damage. Because I thought he was close to dynamite, if I remember correctly. Well, there you go. So I assume the leaders will come in and pit. I'm curious to know what they're going to go on to. Will it be mediums or will it be hards? Well, if it's medium runners, they'll have to go to the hards if they do pit now. Otherwise, they'll probably stay out, but we'll see. Banana comes in, Tim comes in, Unit comes in, Can't Do Crap comes in. Alright, what are you guys going on to? I think I see yellow striped tires. That is mediums. Mediums for Banana, mediums for Tim. So top four have gone onto the medium compound tire. Stingray stays out. Fair enough. He was either that or he was going to have to go onto the hard tire. Yeah, majority of everyone's coming onto the medium compound tire. Kuda's on the medium tire. Honest Crook's on the... actually, no. Honest Crook is on the hard tire. My apologies. Brady's on the mediums. Vision's on the mediums. Kuda's on the mediums. Roscoe Arm's on the soft tire. Why, Roscoe? Well, wait, what tire did you start on? He started on the mediums. Okay, so he's committing to definitely a two-stop because softs ain't making it from that far distance, buddy. That I can definitely say. Yeah, so pretty much the majority of everyone's on the medium tires. The only ones that didn't pit are the top two, that being Stingray and Dan the Racer. Stayed out on the medium tire. So they're either going to try to beg for another safety car, but they have to pray for that safety car to come out in the later state. The later stages of the race. Oh yeah, he's also in the Lando Norris mobile. You can tell because he's in the number 4, and that's also Lando Norris's helmet. That bright yellow helmet. I actually like Lando Norris's helmets. They're quite cool. But to be fair, maybe Roscoe's just going to soft tires because why not? I mean, plus he's a reserve, so he's not exactly fine for anything. Okay. Yeah, it was just passing Tim there for a brief moment. Oh no, don't tell me this game's happening. Have they got illegal overtakes prompted? They got illegal overtakes prompted. See, this is exactly why you don't pass each other under the safety car. Because this happens. So now Tim's gonna cop a 5-second penalty as Absolute goes, what did he do there? He just spins. Well, he's down to 13th. No. If you spin off the road, you can't make up your positions back. He just passed 2 cars after he spun. No, he can't do that. He has to stay where he was when he spun out. What is he doing? Does he not know the rule? If you spin, you can't get back your positions. Unless the game tells him this, I don't know. But from the rules I know, is that if you spin under the safety car and you lose positions, you can't be entitled to get them back. Well, I guess the game must... I have no idea. Probably the game told him to get... What is he doing? I thought he was getting close to Tim there for a brief moment. I have no idea. Yeah, he spins at turn 1, gains all the positions back, and he's back down to 4th where he originally was. Guessing the game must have told him to get that places back. Well, okay. Anyway, safety car is coming in this lap. So Stingray will control the field. And he's allowed to go whenever he wants as long as he maintains pace and doesn't like brake and accelerate and whatnot. And I think sounds like he's going, and he is. So he's going now, and we're back under green flag racing. And Canty Crab overtakes Absolute Unit before the control line. That's something you don't do as well. As Absolute gets that position back. That's it to 4th place before the first corner. Kuda, oh, he's looking to an inside move, and he spins, half spins the car after he makes contact with Canty Crab. Drops down to 7th place because of it. And here comes Dynamite on the inside of Reedy, heading up towards turn 4. They're side by side with one another, wheel to wheel. And oh, very close there between Dynamite and Reedy. Almost with the rear of the car, but Dynamite managed to get through. Only just. Here comes Ruskararm. He's going to be very racy, though, for sure, on those soft compound tires. That is definitely for sure. So, right now, it's a McLaren 1-2, but it's a McLaren without a pit stop just quite yet. With no stop just yet. Oh, that hasn't been a stop. Sorry, I had to rephrase myself. Stingray gets a 3-second time penalty already. Oh, okay. I don't know how you can get a penalty around this place. There's hardly any places to do so. But, okay. 3-second penalty for Stingray. He's on the back, Bernard's on the back of Stingray. And he's using overtake. And he should just let him through, and I think he'll let him through. Only... Oh, he's fighting him a little bit. He's not going to fight him for long, and, well, there you go. Bernard's back into the lead of the race. Stingray is going to be probably playing the checker role of just trying to hold off Tim for as long as he possibly can before he has to make a stop. There's 6, 7. Ruskararm getting past on his crook. Oh, that was at turn 6. And running wide there was an Alfa Romeo of Conehouse. He nearly had him over there at the exit of turn 7. I love that aerial shot too, by the way. Looking over that bit of the racetrack. That's just absolutely spectacular indeed. Yeah, Bahrain has some really good aerial shots as well. Andre gets past lane. That is for 15th. That, I think, happened at the back straightaway. Tim is really being held up by Stingray. Stingray's just being a bit of a security blanket for Banana. At least just trying to let him scurry by. But Tim has to get past this McLaren if he can. Yellow flag, that is for Botthard. He is spun at 13. Stingray already has 6 seconds with a time penalty. How on earth have you accumulated that many penalties around here? As DRS is enabled. So, pretty much what he was trying to do there was just so that Tim could get DRS. And as a result, well, Tim isn't going to get DRS, but Stingray is going to get DRS. But he is not close enough to do anything. Dynamite getting past Kuda. Side by side, they make contact! Into the wall goes Dynamite! They both make contact! Oh, they gotta be careful when they rejoin! Oh, that was... Yeah, because ghosting isn't on. They have to be careful about that. Dynamite has damage. So he has to be careful. You have to get that fixed, that front wing fixed. Oh dear. And out at turn 7 is Kuda at the runoff area at turn 7. Jeez. I mean, I can't really say who's at fault because the angle was a bit of a wasn't really the best of angles, but I probably would say Kuda was more at fault for it. Could have given a little bit more space to Dynamite there. Tim sets fastest lap. He has DRS, but he's not close enough to do anything against Banana. Staying right now, goes in the pits. Excuse me, into the pits. So he goes onto a set of hard compound tires. Meanwhile, the Alpha. Oh, jeez, Reedy. Whoa, that is very awkward there. How they exchange the places there at turn 2. Those two Alphas. Jeez. So it's pretty much like it was the first stint. Yeah, the top 4 pretty much separated from one another in their own little bubbles. Tim goes a little bit deep there at the exit of turn 10. Gosh. Even I saw a bit of life from Tim. Unless it's my end, I have no idea. Conehouse is getting past Reedy. Alfa Romeo's swapping places again. Oh, goodness me. Jeez. What is going on with Conehouse? Or in general, the Alfa Romeos. They are not good, if I'm completely honest, in terms of connections. So what does Tim do here? He's not using battery. Unit sets fastest lap. Does he go for it? He's going to go to the outside. Banana squeezes into the outside. Trying to fight it through turn 1, then turn 2. Up the hill towards turn 3. Opens the DRS. He uses battery now. He will go to the inside. This time he should be able to get through. And he does. Banana tries to go for the switchback at the exit of 4. They're side by side. Oh, that's a... that was a bit tight, but Tim does get through. He's back into the lead of the race. Well, but that's fighting. That's now brought Unit into the mix. And same with Gintu Crab. Vision could get involved in this as well, because he's close to his teammate. Down the back straightaway towards turn 11. But not close enough to do anything. Up the hill through 11, 12. Comes the leaders. All the leaders in the top 5. Got 1 Alpine, a McLaren, an Aston Martin, and 2 Red Bulls. So Gintu Crab has a penalty to it. What was the penalty? Oh, Scrooge gets a penalty. 3-second penalty. Shocked that you have 3-second penalties because there's not very many areas to get track limit warnings. But using DRS, not using battery. Not close enough, but I obviously would assume he's just trying to save battery. Tim though gets a shocking run there at turn 2. Banana has DRS, he uses battery. He's on the outside of the Alpine. Still side by side, heading through turn 4. Still side by side as Tim has the inside line, but he has to give in to Banana. Banana now gets back into the lead of the race. Down the hill through 7, and then to 8. Unit, oh, he is getting close as well to that Alpine gearbox. Prezzo exchanging places with Dan the Racer at turn 4. Making their way down the hill through 10. Tim gets a shocking run. Banana gets a good run out of that. So he gains a little bit of time to the Alpine. Okay, up the hill through 11. And then into turn 12. And then to turn 13. Vision, though, has lost a little bit of touch, though, to the leaders. He's now down by 1.5 seconds, separating him and Cantu Crab. Now Tim is close enough to try and pounce a Banana. So he wants to pounce, he will pounce. Krebs will get the 3-second time penalty. And he gets in to the lead again. But Banana will counterattack with DRS, and Tim again gets another shocking run through 2 and 3. And here comes the McLaren. He'll go around the outside. Tim tries to fight to the inside. Still side by side. They're still side by side. Banana, though, has the better run. He gets back into the lead again. And he got, oh, and Tim almost thought about going forward at turn 8. Oh, but he gets a bit of a shocking exit there out of turn 8. I thought that would have let the door open for Unit, but it didn't. Unit stays behind, at least for now. Unit can't really do much with Tim having DRS. Now the back straight there is Rosgaram in the frame as well. Remember, he's on the soft compact tires. It's spinning. Is a Red Bull of Cantu Crab. He's thrown away a podium. He has thrown away a potential podium. Spinning out at turn 11. And he's gone from 3rd down to 6th. So it's now from a 4-way fight. It's now become a 3-way fight. Comes Tim, again with DRS, pulls to the right, goes to the inside, takes the lead again of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Banana gets a better exit, and he has DRS. He runs into the back of the Alpine, side by side. Banana will have the inside. Banana goes into the lead at least, but Tim goes for the switchback, but he doesn't get a better run than Banana does. Banana stays in and keeps the lead. Through 8, there is Unit just stalking behind, waiting for the right moment. He's been seeing what he's been seeing in front of him with these two just exchanging places. What does Tim do here? Does he go for it? Nope. He is not close enough to do anything. Up through 11, 12. Stingray getting past Dan the Racer. That is at turn 10. He must have got him on the inside of turn 10, I'm thinking. Meanwhile, for the battle for the lead, Tim on Banana. Tim is going to have DRS once again. And he will slingshot pass with absolute ease. Back into the lead again. Through 1. Oh, but he has a bit of a moment there at the exit of 1. You heard a bit of the change in the engine note. But somehow he gets a better exit out of 2 and 3. And this time, he stays ahead of Banana, unlike the previous occasions when Banana would have DRS. Through 6, 7, down the hill. Now it's a turn 8. Oh, Banana getting really deep on the brakes. There through turn 8. Up and over the crest. And then down towards turn 10. Ooh. Bit of lag, I guess. There is Vision, but he's about 3.7 seconds down the road. Unfortunately for his sake. Up and over the crest through 11, then 12. Tim and Banana still close to one another. 4:10 separating the top 2. Making the way down towards 14 and then 15. And Banana will have DRS this time around on the main straight. As Tim and Banana, Tim goes into the pits. Wait, what? Okay. I thought I saw on my end that Tim was going into the pits, but apparently not. I must have been seeing things. Well, Tim is still ahead. I swore on my end he was going to the pits. Like, he looked like he was going to the pits and then he just disappeared. For just a brief moment. Anyway. Through 4. And then 5, 6, and then 7. And you can see all that carpet of rubber there at turn 8. That's from all the non-ABS users that have been laying all that blanket of rubber there. Same story at turn 10. I can see a little bit there as well. Ball's game past 3. That is for 16th. So right now on track, we've got a battle for the lead and a battle for 8th place, according to the timing screens. Top 3 being Tim, Banana, and Units. And the other one is Honest Crook, Andre, and Lane for 8th place. Banana is very close to Tim with DRS now. He's running low on battery though. But he's not using it. But it doesn't matter, he's going to get through anyway. He takes back the lead again. These guys have been swapping places literally the entire race. These two. Up and over the hill. Tim has DRS, but he's not close enough. Stingray now has 9 seconds with the time penalties. Andre gets past Honest Crook there at turn 1. Through 2 and then 3. Give them a little bit of love because why not? Honest Crook, yellow flags, that is for Prezzo? No, wasn't the yellow flags at sector 1? Sorry, Prezzo, if it wasn't. I swore I saw sector 1 yellows. And it looked like it was highlighted around a Mercedes. Up and over the crest of 11 and then 12. Through 13. Got 10 more laps to go here at Bahrain. And we'll have DRS once again. Is he going to attack him this time, or does he play the game of saving battery? Let's find out. Getting on and down the main straight. Banana goes to defend. He doesn't go for the move as Unit goes into the pits. Soft tires. He's committing to a 2-stop. I honestly wasn't expecting this. Can't do crap. Soft tires coming on. Conehouse, same story. He's coming onto a set of soft tires from the way it looks. Yellow flags. It's the final corner for Williams, I believe, a Botthard. It was. And he goes to the pits. He must have suffered damage when he spun. He probably hit the wall. Obviously, I couldn't tell from that onboard shot. I'm shocked, though, that they were going to the pits. I thought they were going to carry those tires to the end. All right, well, let's see what the top 2 do here. So Unit right now is in 8th. He's behind Lane. That's where he is on track at the moment. Let's see what the top 2 do. Yeah, because you could do a soft medium strategy easily from where they were. Let's see, top 2. Do you pit? Do you respond? Nope, stay out for another lap. Tim, though, on Banana. Tim goes to the right. Vision comes in. Roscoe Arm comes in as Tim goes down the inside of Banana. Do 1, then 2, side by side. Do 3. Tim will have DRS again. He will go to the inside again. Into turn 4. He tries to brake later than the McLaren. Side by side. Slight bit of contact. Banana keeps the lead. So after all that, Banana still stays ahead. So now in the podium places, the battle for the podium currently is between Lane and Andre. And they are currently 16.2 seconds behind Tim. Unit though will close in quite a bit, so he could try to snatch the podium if possible. See how they're going back there maybe. Andre still under pressure. There's Unit behind on this fresh set of soft tires. Yeah, he has to gain quite a bit of time if he wants to get to back to the front, but that's going to be a challenge. Vision gain past Prezzo, that is for 8th place. That was at turn 11. Top 2 stay out for another lap. Tim is not using DRS. He is not using DRS, so he's definitely playing the patient game from the way it looks. Unit got passed on quick there for 5th as Unit sets fastest lap of the 1 minute 28.652. Now he's going to try to barrel down towards his teammate, who's currently sitting in that podium place, but he has to get past Lane first in order to do so. Roscoe Arm gets past Dan the Racer for 10th as Dan the Racer gets past Can't Do Crap. Actually, they're both squabbling from the way it looks according to the mini-map. Let's see here, Tim, are you going to use DRS here? He does use DRS. Closes in. Not close enough. What battery are you on? You got quite a bit from the way it looks. He's got about 67%. That's a good amount of chunk. That's definitely a lot compared to what Banana's got, who's got 25%. Unit gets past Lane, that is for 4th place. Next target will be his teammate. Up to the front. Roscoe Arm gets past Prezzo there for 10th. And here comes Tim to the inside of Banana. And he takes the lead back again. He now goes into the lead. Banana, though, will have DRS coming up towards turn 4. And he's close to do so. Unit gets past his teammate down the main straight. Banana was not close enough to do anything on Tim. Has to stay behind as, excuse me. As Roscoe Arm gets past Can't Do Crap down the main straightaway. That is for 9th place. Meanwhile, the top 2 is still close to one another. At least for now. Still close. Kohnhaus and Kuda. Oh, Kohnhaus is a bit of a moment there at turn 4. Dymac gets past Falls down on the inside of 4. Stays ahead. Does he? He only just. Meanwhile, up at the front, Banana and Tim still close. 8 tenths is the gap. 7 tenths. Well, 7.5 tenths. Now 8 tenths. Has DRS, but he doesn't have much battery like Tim did earlier. Kohnhaus gets past Kuda there. That's for 13th place. Just remember the top 15 does score points here in DBS, as Unit sets fast lap of the race. Even with him on the soft tires, he doesn't really have the distance to get close to the top 2. The only thing he has to pray for is the 2 to get a puncture. Vision gets past Stingray for 7th place down the main straightaway, as Bodo gets a 3-second time penalty. How many penalties do some people got? Stingray has 9 and Bodo has 9. How on earth have you two managed to do that? At Bahrain of all places. Maybe 3 seconds I can understand a tiny bit. But 9 seconds around here? That's a bit ridiculous. Up and over the crest. of 11 and 12. Come Banana and Tim. Yeah, they've just been glued to one another. They haven't never been separated from one another so far in this race. Keep in mind these two used to be teammates as well when they were driving for Aston Martin last season, season 1. Banana has DRS down the main straightaway. He is not close enough though to attack the Alpine as we begin lap 26 of 29 here in Bahrain. Lane though trying to close in on Andre. This is from 4th place. There's Andre. Whoa. That was a bit of moving under braking, if I'm completely honest. There from Andre. He cuts from the right side to the left side in the very last moment. Lane not close enough to get past the Aston Martin. And meanwhile, Vision on his crook side by side through 4, 5. Vision gets past the pass car. Honest Crook can do nothing about that as Vision's got soft compound tires to play with, so he's in a bit of a pickle to deal with that. Up at the front, meanwhile, the gap still hovers around half a second, separating the Alpine and the Alpine. McLaren and Alpine. Sam trying to break the slipstream. Banana not close enough. He was closer than I thought he would be. He was close to the left rear tire, but he gets a very good exit there out of turn 3. Up the hill. Oh, they make contact on the straight. Banana goes down the inside. He goes into the lead. Jeez. Banana was much closer than I anticipated. Almost hits the left rear tire of Tim's car going into the first corner. They're right, trying to hunt down Honest Crook. He's got Rusker arm though for company, who's on soft compound tires. Prezzo trying to get close, he can't do crap. We got a couple of battles here and there as well. What's the main focus right now is the battle for the race win. And it could be either one of these two claiming their second win of the season. Tim got it in the first super sprint race at Austria. Banana got his at Spa. Let's see what the turnout will be this time. Tim's got DRS. Down the main straight, he'll attack the McLaren. And he just gets ahead. He's back into the lead of the race. And he gets a better exit there out of turns 2 and 3. Very nicely done. Banana though has DRS though to try to close in, but he's not close enough. What's the battery situation between these two? Tim has got 27%, Banana has 14%. So Tim still has somewhat of enough to try and defend against Banana. Oh, and Banana makes contact on the back of the Alpine. I don't think he got damaged. He's very lucky he didn't. As Stingray and Rusker Arm are side by side. Heading through turn 4, they're still side by side. Rusker Arm, though, gets ahead of the McLaren. He goes into 7th place. Up and over the crest of 12 into 13. Banana, though, is close. Tim trying to break the slipstream. I think Tim might have put himself in a little bit more of a vulnerable spot by overtaking Banana a little bit too soon. And Banana is close. Well, this is going to get interesting. Here we go. Final lap of the race. Well, okay, where's Banana? Okay, he's literally behind him. He's behind. He's not close enough. I couldn't tell from that lag. That's why I was a bit confused. Tim, though, gets... I think he gets a good exit. He gets a good exit, at least for now. This is a shocking internet lag I'm dealing with. Andre gets past Slane. That is for fourth at turn 1. Tim and Banana still battling out for the lead. It's not quite over yet. Oh, and Banana's going off! He's thrown away a win! A potential win! That's it! It's done! And Unit's gonna get second! He's gonna get second from the way it looks. Oh, but he's gotta be very careful though. Yellow flags as Kuda's crashed. That's at turn 3, I think. Stay Ray's out. He's crashed at turn 7, or the entry of turn 8. Unbelievable. Two McLarens ended up crashing in that same area, but one of them managed to come out unscathed, the other one does not. Meanwhile, though, at the front, Tim is coming around the final corner for the final time. You'll see the flag. He takes it, and he wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. He wins it in back-to-back seasons. Unit gets second, and Banana gets third. He had the potential to win the race, and he threw it all away. Lane gets fourth place. Very nice recovery drive after getting damage on the opening lap. Andre gets fifth. Vision gets sixth. Roskaram gets seventh as he mangled the hell out of the car. Oscar gets eighth. Dan the Racer gets ninth as he also tries to mangle his car. Canty Crap gets 10th. Prezzo in 11th. Dynamite in 12th. False in 13th. Bottot who's off at turn 13. Well, he's got Conehouse for company. He's got another penalty. Well, it doesn't matter. He's going to lose the place to Conehouse anyway, but they'll still score some points regardless. Oh, wow. Banana threw away a potential win, spinning out at turn 8. I am surprised he didn't DNF. He went head first into the wall. Roskaram gets driver of the day. From last to, I think, 7th is where he finished. Well, how about that? Tim claims another win, his second of the season. Canty Crap, sorry, not Canty Crap, Absolute Unit, he gets second. Although I don't think he was expecting that. And Banana gets third. So he still salvages a podium even with the damage because he had a big enough gap. He's very lucky though he got a podium out of it though. That was a very good Bahrain Grand Prix though, nonetheless. In the end, it is Tim that takes the victory here in Secure. Race win number 2, pole and the win. Unit gets second, Banana gets third, Lane gets fourth, Andre fifth, Vision 6th, Roskaram at 7th. As he got 13 places gained 13 places over the course of that race. Oscar in 8th, Dan the Racer 9th. Okay, Canty Crap in a disappointing 10th place. I'm sure he won't be very pleased with himself about that. Losing more points to his championship rival. Prezzo in 11th, Dynamite 12th, False in 13th, Conehouse in 14th, Bottot 15th, Radiant 16th, Scenery in 17th. Well, and he was one of the first retirements. Then followed by Kuda, Ramsey, and Iconic Q. Wow. Well, there we go. Well, I guess we'll see if we can get the interviews if anyone wants to join. Alright, well, units requested that, so... I know Banana said that he's not a big fan of doing interviews, and I probably would say he won't be the biggest fan of doing it anyway, after throwing away a potential win. Anyways, I'll be back in just a brief moment. Yeah, it was quite interesting, Lane. Very, very interesting. If you want. I'll be sitting here waiting. Well, hello, units, again.
Hello.
I swear, it's like you really love coming into this comm box, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Hello, Tim. Tim?
Hello.
There you are. Let me make sure if you... Do you have your audio sharing, just out of curiosity?
I believe I do.
Yeah, I think you're all good. Alright, so, yeah, we've got you two in. I don't think Banana wanted to come in anyways after what happened there on the last lap.
I want to know about that. I want to know what happened
You just
there.
got caught up on the curb. Apparently,
Okay.
exit of the quick right left.
Yeah, the exit
He
of
was
7.
busy chasing me down. Couldn't do it.
It was music to my eyes. I was
Yeah, I bet.
I did not want to pass you guys because I was like, if I pass you guys, I'm gonna cause absolute carnage to a pit.
Yeah, I figured you were playing the patient game. But anyways, well, I'll keep it straightforward though. I'll start with you, Tim. So, yeah, you had a fairly eventful race. You qualified on pole, had a great fight with Banana, but you managed to keep it together and you held on for another victory. Why don't you take me through your experience though at Bahrain tonight? How was it for you overall?
No, it was good fun tonight. We had a cracker of a race with Banana, going into almost every turn 1, turn 4. Was swapping positions back and forth. It was really a problem for me tonight with the traction. I almost stepped out like 5 or 6 times at like every corner. And I was on edge the whole time because the original plan was always going to be the one stop, and the safety car kind of came out like perfect time, maybe a little too early, but yeah. And then when we what was it, 10 laps ago, 9 laps ago, so we saw a unit go behind us. I was like, nah, there's no chance I can pull in a 2-stop now. It's got to be win it or bin it. Go to the end. If a tire blows up, But that was a good race with Banana. Unit gave us some pressure, but hit and wasn't the right strategy for him. Oh well. He's won enough races.
Fair enough. Well, what area of the track you kept losing? Was it? I think it was at turns 2 and 3 you had some trouble. Was it?
Yeah. Almost every time out of turn 1, I knew Banana would be right behind me going up the hill, so I was like, got to get powered down early, and I always got a bit too much or a little too early, and always just had a little squirm. And there was one turn 10, final turn, not so much at turn 4.
Yeah.
and turn 8, like there was 2 or 3 moments turn 8 when I think it was like in the middle of the race when top 4 were separated by like 5 car lengths. I was really sketch on there. I thought I was going to hit the people behind me. I was really worried for them. But it all turned out alright in the end.
Yeah, well, it definitely seemed like it for sure. I mean, you just kept your cool at least. That's the main thing, and you got your car to the finish. That's obviously another big thing as well. What was your tire percentage though at the end of the race? Do you remember exactly?
80% on the front left.
Right.
The other 3 were about 73 or something.
Yeah, that makes sense because you guys.
I was really pushing it to the end, and I don't know if you saw BCP after the spin, half a lap to go. He had a front left tire blowout. He was also
did he?
Like 79%. So even if he didn't spin, he would have had to do the last half lap with.
Was that after he got the puncture after he spun?
It's after he spun.
Right. Okay, I did not see that.
So he spun, rejoined, and then his tire went.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, interesting. No, I didn't see that. I just saw he had damage. That was really about it. But, wow. Well, there you go. Well, let's see. One more question to you. Let's see. Where are we going next week for DBS? We are heading to... Oh, yeah, we're heading to Imola next week. So how do you think you're going to fare there next week?
Oh, shocking. Shocking. I've never been a good, I've never been really great with tracks that involve quick chicanes. I like my long straights, hard braking zones. I find I'm pretty good with out braking and positioning my car, but when you get those quick chicanes, other cars on faster setups, quicker setups down the line, not usually great, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe just go 1-1 wings and just fly down the straight.
Yeah, that's sounds like my cup of tea in terms of tracks, with how you describe it. But anywho, congratulations though, and good job on your second win as well this season. Indeed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. So, units, back at the Combucks you come once again, eh? You seem to enjoy my company though. But why did you go for a 2-stop strategy though? Is what I want to know. Instead of go for a 1-stop.
I don't know. Just didn't really want to risk it. I was quite happy where it was, to be honest. I was never going to pass them. Maybe like on the last lap I would try to, but I don't really. I feel like I wanted to, and I figured that if they were going to do the 2-stop, I'd just undercut them. But I don't know, they didn't do it, so I wasn't that fast. Got the extra point anyway for fastest stop.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, plus you did manage to beat your rival, who unfortunately had that unfortunate spin at 11, and finishing in 10. So I don't know what the gap is now after that, because standing hasn't been updated. So
yeah, well, I feel like we might have to wait until the reports come out for a certain incident under safety car.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah, okay, I was going to get to that. Yeah, so what exactly happened at turn 1? Because you spun and you retook all the positions to get back to pretty much exactly where you were.
Yeah, okay, so let me explain in full. So, you know how sometimes there's a glitch up the top under safety car where we'll randomly say that they're out of the session and you can pass them?
Yes.
So it came up for Tim Ant, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna overtake him. So I jokingly went past him, and obviously Tim Ant wasn't allowed to pass me back, so he would get an illegal overtake if he tried to pass me back. So what I tried to do, Can't Do Crap was like, oh, just go off the circuit and like let him pass. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. So I went off the circuit, and then Can't Do Crap was like, ha, sucker, and tried to pass me. So I tried to put the power down, but then because I tried to put the power down, my car just spun straight out, and I went back. I don't know, I was in like 12th place or something. And then someone tried to go past me and got an illegal overtake for it. So I just went past him, I was just like, how about I try to go past the next person? And it worked. So I just passed everybody and went back to my spot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
shouldn't allow that.
I mean, I probably could have gone to first.
I mean, ideally, when that happens, when you spin and go off the track, you're not allowed to gain all those positions back.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You know, the game didn't tell me that I couldn't, so I just went with what I could do.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to lose those 10 positions, so I went back.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
fair
that's
enough.
definitely going to be under review.
I mean, fair, but also yeah, that's gonna be a bit of
As long
yeah.
as long as nobody reports me, they'll be fine. Tim can't report me because he was in front of me.
Yeah, I'm not going to report him. I don't care.
Makes no difference. But it just depends if anybody behind me reported.
Well, it was caught on stream, so you're a bit screwed either way.
Nah, as long as nobody says anything, I'll be good.
I saw him go off the track, and I was like, oh, he's going off the track, so it, like, lets me pass. And then I keep going up the straight, and I look back, and his car's backwards.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it was my first race with TC off for a while, because I figured I'd just start preparing for the next game to be no TC. So, yeah, I guess I wasn't really used to being at a standstill and not being able to just chuck my foot down.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, that was very interesting, but at least you got a second place out of it all, so
Yes.
that's obviously the main thing. You obviously kept your car to the finish. That's obviously the main thing too. I guess one more question. It's pretty much the same thing I asked Tim as well. And for the last question is, next week we're going to Imola. How do you think you're gonna fare around there?
I think Imola's a bit similar to Bahrain. So at it. It's probably one of my more neutral tracks. But I think it's a bit tricky with traction, but I think we'll be fine.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see how that goes, but congratulations to you two as well. And I think we'll wrap it up as well. So, yeah, so tune in next week as we'll have another race of DBS action to come. Until then, I have been KD1997. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you for round 13 of the championship at Autodromo Enzo Dino Ferrari for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix at Imola. Until then, it is goodbye.